Hello everyone and welcome to the very first Route X lab attack of 2022. In this episode we're testing the Lexus SC430, or as in this game it's called the Patronus Tom's SC430. I'm baffled that it also says that this is a car from 2008 because the body style looks more like 2000 or 2001. Unfortunately this will not be the fastest car in this series, because I checked over the transmission and it says that we have a top speed of 217 and I cannot go any higher than that. But I've really looking forward to testing this car for a while. I especially like the paint scheme I got on the yellow front and the maroon red. It's based off of the Rock Island Railroad this time. On the sides they even have the Lexus logo and the words Lexus. If I do get another Lexus in this game, I think I'll go for a brighter shade of red and go for the bold lettering that the Rock Island had before going bankrupt. I actually saw a news documentary about the Rock Island Railroad as it went bankrupt, or while it was going to be bankrupt and then going out of business. And unfortunately, during the 60s, they had intentions to merge with Union Pacific, so they decided to ignore all maintenance on the rails. And so, naturally, as you probably already know, Union Pacific's like, fuck this, we're not merging with you. Your tracks suck. Then in 1980, it became split in two as it was joined, or I should say purchased, by the Chicago Northwestern, and then the Cotton Belt. Well, a lot of people say Southern Pacific. Cotton Belt was actually an SP subsidiary. The fact that the Rock Island was taken over by the Chicago Northwestern, I have Toyota as the Chicago Northwestern, so it just made sense to have Lexus as the Rock Island. Scion's not around anymore. I'm surprised that is gone. I really thought that Lexus would have gone out of business first, to be honest. Then again, all these theories, they're not supposed to be right. I'm kind of glad Scion went first, because their cars always looked worse to me. I mean, they started getting better over the years. By the time they did, though, by the time they did start getting better, Toyota's like, okay, these cars are feelers, get rid of them. Now we just gotta wait and see when Chevrolet will take over Lexus. Because Scion, I have that as the Western Pacific, but since Scion's already gone, we have to substitute that with Lexus. I don't know if it's gonna happen this year or the following year or somewhere else in the future, but Chevrolet will buy Lexus. And then sometime in the next decade, Toyota will start going downhill, and Chevrolet's like, okay, you guys need to join us. Your cars are not good anymore. That has to happen. I really wouldn't be surprised. Toyota gets too much praise. The cars are not that good. Although I will say that the brand new Tundra, I saw one of those yesterday, that actually does look more like an Audi. The headlights in the front look pretty cool. Something about the Tundra has always been one of my favorite Toyotas. I don't have a need for a pickup truck though, so I don't think I'll be getting any of those anytime soon. And rant over at the 3-minute and 30-second mark as the SC430 approaches the tunnel. Making pretty good time. I still don't understand how this camera works, because literally this is supposed to be the front of the car, right? But as you pivot, you turn the camera around, you see that the car is invisible. Same with this camera, you see? Like when you move it to the left or right, the front end literally just disappears. That hood looks really cool though. Like you see all those edges and everything. Must help with the cooling. It's going so fast, you want to make sure the engine stays nice and cool, doesn't overheat. Got to stay on the inside so we can have a shorter distance going around this curve. Passing by the bodies of water, which kind of remind me of one of those places where they grow fish for people to capture when they go fishing. And our Lexus SC430, or the Tom Petronas SC430, has received a lap time of 5 minutes and 16 seconds. Really good. Really good. I don't know if we're going to be on the top 20 though. I think the last car we tested, the 1996 Lancer, got about 19th. Right now it's a 20th. Or I thought it got 19th, but that's actually the MR2. We still have the Corvette. Our 516 just wasn't fast enough. Let's see what other cars we've got here, because it's been a while since I've seen any of the other cars here. I'm always focusing on either spot 1 or spot 20. GTO Twin Turbo, another Mitsubishi. 503. Viper GTS, one of my personal favorites, the 457. 5 seconds ahead of that, 1967 Nova. Really fun car to drive. But the Supra was also pretty cool too, the 1988. There was another Supra, the 97. I like the body style in that better. Just above the Supra, with another fast lap time, 4 minutes and 44 seconds, the 1974 Countach, where at a slightly faster position in 12th place is the 25th anniversary Countach from 1988. That's actually celebrating Lamborghini's 25th anniversary, because that company was formed in 1963. At 11th, we got 443, set by a 2016 Porsche 911. A Corvette from 2014 has a faster time of 437 in 10th place. The DB11 from Aston Martin got 9th at 434. Also at 434 is a 1982 Ferrari F40. Another Viper, the GTS from 2013, is slightly closer to the 4.5 mark of 431 in 7th. At 430 is the Huracan, which actually at one time was the fastest car that I ever tested in the series. Then, after that, you got the Viper, the SRT10 from 06, and a 09 Italia 458. That was actually set after the Roblox Camaro that I have here at third. I wanted to see if these two cars here could beat the Camaro, but they were unfortunately not fast enough. Then finally, the Genji edition of the Honda NSX was able to beat it. And then right at the next episode, the NSX didn't have much time to be at the top because the 97 Supra beat it. And as you can see, it's really impressive with the slightly faster timeline. I really didn't know if the Supra was going to take over for the NSX in spot number 1 or not. And since I don't really intend to test many Vision cars, I have a feeling the Supra is going to stay there for a really, really long time. I don't know what to test in the next episode. I did say I was going to try a Mercedes when I was testing the Lancer, but I'm open to any suggestions if you have any for me. Please feel free to comment below, and I'll see you in the next episode.